Hi everyone, it's Can Sparkle. Today I'll be now doing a review video again, talking about our very first Disney movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So the thing is, Snow White actually came out sometime during the World War II in the UK, because I don't exactly remember that sort of thing or anything in case one people might, asking me. But just to say that I just remember it on the Wikipedia saying that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs came on sometime during the World War II. And that's quite a really interesting history, really. I mean, and I was like, wow, okay, now that's just getting way history. Okay, so let's just focus about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is the very first Disney movie to be in color. So let's just say that the very first Disney movie is actually in black and white, but I forgot the name. But I'm sure you guys will probably search that whenever you need to. So to be honest, I kind of like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Let's just say there are a few funny bits in the movie, and I kind of like all the songs. They're just so catchy and they also amazing. And to tell you the truth, I never liked the Queen, like really, because I did kind of explain before that I'm not a huge fan of villains, like such as Disney villains. I do sometimes like them. It depends really, but it's just let's just say I only prefer like Disney descendants, like Mal, Evie, Jay, and Collis. I kind of prefer those guys, but the original Disney villains, no. But it's, like I said, it depends really. And so I believe Evie from Disney Descendants is actually Snow White's half sister, I believe, or step sister or something, because she is the daughter of the Wicked Queen of Snow White. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, now this is going like crazy in the whole crazy world. So, Snow White is the best princess of all, and she's the very first Disney official princess, as in the Disney princess lineup. I think that's how people calls it anyway. So let's just say that she's the youngest of the Disney princesses. Well, it's kind of a bit obvious that she does look young in the movie, and she is 14, but in my personal opinion, I think she looks more older than that. I think she's more like 18 or 16, I think. That's just me or something, but that's just my opinion. But she is 14, well, that's what it says on the Disney and the whole thing on the internet, so we just have to accept how old she is and all. So my personal opinion about the movie, I think it's kind of amazing because I just like I said, I like all the funny bits and I like the characters too, especially Snow White. But besides, I kind of like Snow White as a fairy tale too because it's just so interesting because I also like the other versions of Snow White, like from the Grimm's fairy tale classics. I like that one because Snow White has a friend called Klaus, and they both actually friends. But the more you watch them in the episodes, they seem to be very close to one another. Because I think that everyone else seemed to have this agreement that they both like actually made with each other, but sadly, at the end, she was end up married to the prince. I mean, everyone's saying that they wish Snow White would have just got married to Klaus because she knows him for a long time. So I did kind of agree, but we just had to accept the story, Well, let's just focus on this sort of version of Snow White from the Disney. So let's just say some people may have this sort of thing about Snow White having a high pitched voice, and I have to be honest with you guys, I don't really seem to have problem with that. And I do get confused that why would people have to be so harsh on some characters that has high pitched voices, like Al and the Chipmunks, for example. But I don't blame them, as in, because I don't get me wrong, because I do completely understand, not like really completely, but let's just say I just find it uncomfortable. But like some people hate high pitched voice, and I find it upsetting that like for the other people who likes characters even though they have high voice, and I don't blame them. Like really, seriously. Now that's just my personal opinion. And I'm sorry if I offend you guys for that because some of you may not like my opinion, but you had to accept my opinion, okay? So thank you. And to be honest, the prince in the movie didn't really show that much. He only appeared somewhere in the beginning and then he appeared again at the end. And and we did kind of sort of like a question, like what is his name? Because we don't know him, do we? As well, as in we never really get to know him. That's what I mean. Because I remember search about this sort of question, and I remember it showed up a name. Well, it begins with an F, I think, but I can't how to announce it, pronounced it, because let's just say because I have like learning disability. So let's just say that's how I remember. And my personal opinion about Grumpy in Snow White, I think I kind of find him a bit rude. He's a bit grumpy gears, as in, boy, oh, you know? And I was like, okay, give us a break, dude. You can't always just snarl all the time because you're supposed to be very nice, just like the other men. They are very nice as Snow White, but you? Seriously now, do you? You're just getting way too ahead of yourself. But I did kind of prefer Dopey's most of the time. It just depends, really. But he is funny, and he can be cute. But let's just say I just find him a bit silly, you know. That's his personality, actually. And let's just say Dopey is actually another meaning of being silly. So that's why his name is Dopey. Do you know exactly what I mean? So let's just say I just like Dopey for being him. Because he is funny after all. So I just like Dopey. So let's just say I did kind of, well, let's just say I wasn't like emotional, but I did feel sad when the dwarves thought Snow White died, which she actually didn't because she had the a poison apple. Well, it's not really like a well, you know, she wasn't really dead. She was in an enchanted sleep. But luckily, she had a true love kiss from her prince. And I kind of like that scene. I always imagine about me being kissed by a prince. Like, really? Well, not really, but like I said, I don't really like getting kissed or anything. Um, that's what I'm saying. So, I hope you guys like my video. And to tell you guys this, I've always believed Snow White is the best Disney movie of all times and the very best first movie of the whole Disney world. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but I'm sure one of you guys will probably might know this, but I believe there is, I don't know, I think well, it was used to be in Disneyland, I think, or Disney World. I don't know which, but I remember there was a ride, and I believe it's actually called Snow White's Scary Adventure or something. I think they renamed it sometime in 2010s or something. But I just remember, uh, if I remember correctly, I remember watch a video of it on YouTube once before, like a couple years ago or something. It was ages ago, and when I watched it, it's like dark and and the ride was all spooky and And I was like, okay, now that's just gonna be like a jump scare to tell you that, guys. This as in like I don't like getting a jump scare because every time you get a jump scare, you, you might like end up might have a like a panic attack or a heart attack or something like that. Because I don't like that at all. I do get jump scares from time to time. It depends on what movie it is when we watch it from the movie. Well, let's just say. And to tell you guys this, to tell you by telling you guys the truth, I don't really like horror movies really, because I'm not really this type of person to watch like bloods and monsters and people getting killed and all kinds, and I don't. Ugh. Well, don't blame me if about me mentioning it to you guys because I don't like getting blamed for it. So I hope you guys like my video anyway. So I hope you guys enjoy yourself, and if you have any sort of questions about this video, you can always be free to do so in the comments. Then I'll see you guys later. Bye.